Everyone, welcome back to my channel Study with Dr. Deepa ma'am. Have you ever wondered who owns the land in village? Who actually work on it and who gets the profit? Today we are going to understand agrarian relationship in a very simple way with examples. So let's get started. Introduction. Agrarian relationship refers to the connection between people involved in agriculture, especially around land and labor. For example, in many Indian villages, one person owns large land while others work on it. This creates a relationship of dependence and power. Let us now understand its meaning. It includes relationship between landowners, tenants, sharecroppers, and labor. For example, in a village of Chhattisgarh, a farmer without land works on a rich farmer's land and gets paid daily wages. We'll understand its types. First is landlord-tenant relationship. Tenant pays rent to landlord. In this relationship, the landlord owns the land and the tenant cultivates that land by paying rent to the landlord. For example, a farmer in a village does not have his own land, so he takes land from a rich landowner. He grows wheat on that land. After harvesting, he gives rupees 10,000 per year or 30% of the crop to the landlord. This is called landlord-tenant relationship. Second, owner-cultivator relationship. Farmer owns and cultivates land. In this relationship, the farmer himself owns the land and also cultivates it. There is no landlord, no tenant, and no middleman involved. For example, a small farmer in a village has 2 acres of land. He and his family grow crops on that land. They use their own labor. After harvest, they keep or sell the entire produce. This is called owner-cultivator relationship. Third is sharecropping. Batai system. Output is shared. Sharecropping is an agrarian system where land is owned by one person. Another person cultivates it. The final output is shared between both. For example, a farmer does not own land, so he takes land from a landlord. He grows crop like wheat or rice. After harvesting, he gives 50% of the crop to the landowner. This system is called sharecropping or batai system. Fourth is landlord-labor relationship. Laborers work for wages. In this relationship, landlord owns the land. Labor work on that land for wages. Laborers do not own land and do not share the crop. They only get payment for their work. For example, during harvesting season in a village, a landowner hires workers. Workers cut crops the whole day. At the end, they get rupees 300 to 500 per day. This is called landlord-labor relationship. Okay. We will understand its feature. First is land-based inequality. Land-based inequality means that land is not equally distributed among people. Some people own large areas of land while others have very little or no land. For example, in a village, 2 families own 50 to 60 acres of land. 10 families own 1 or 2 acres. 20 families have no land at all. This is called land equality. Second, power imbalance. Landowners often dominate village decision. Power imbalance means some more power and control than other in society. In rural areas, this power is often based on land ownership. Landowners often dominate village decision, means big landowners have strong influence in village matters. They can control decision like wages of laborers, use of land and resources, local dispute. For example, in a village, a big landlord owns 40 to 50 acres. Many laborers work on his land. If a meeting happens, the landlord's opinion is followed. Laborers cannot disagree due to fear of losing jobs. Third is economic dependence. Laborers depend on landlord for income. Economic dependence means one group depends on another for their income and livelihood. In agrarian society, laborers depend on landlord for earning money. Laborers depend on landlord for income means labor get works only when landlord hire them. If landlord does not give work, no income. For example, in a village, a laborer works on a landlord farm. He earns rupees 300, 400 per day. If the landlord does not need workers or crop season ends, the labor becomes unemployment. Economics dependent creates inequality because laborers have less power and fewer choices. Fourth is caste influence. In many villages, lower caste work as labor. Caste influence in agrarian relationship means agriculture roles and relationship are affected by the caste system. In many villages, castes decide who owns land, who works as laborers. In many villages, lower caste work as labor means people from lower caste usually do physical farm work. They often do not own land. They depend on upper class landowner for job. For example, upper caste family owns large farmland. Lower caste families work on that land as labor. They are paid daily wages but have no ownership or decision power. Now we will understand conclusion. Agrarian relationship is a key part of rural society as it defines how land, labors and production are organized. It shows who owns the land, who works on it, how income and resources are distributed. In many cases, agrarian relations are unequal, leading to land-based inequality, power imbalance, economic dependence, social issues like caste influence. However, with proper land reform, fair wages, and equal opportunity, this inequality can be reduced. If you found this video helpful, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell icon for more sociology content. See you in the next